Hi guys.
Welcome to Tea Talks
With
Meosha
and
Irina.
we missed you guys. We
Yes.
are back.
We're back.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about
Privacy.
privacy.
For that. Yes, so privacy.
In what way though?
In
what are we
like
talking
relationships.
about? Okay, so
Or marriages.
Yeah,
whatever, to dating,
relationships,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
very cool. So Meosha asked me what I think about if your mate is entitled to looking through your devices and whatnot because he's your partner. My answer to that question is no.
No.
Entitled he is not, but it is a matter of choice.
Trust then.
Trust, choice. For example, the way our relationship is built, I don't hide anything. He doesn't hide anything. If I ask him that I want to take a look at the phone, he'll hand it over to me. Therefore, I treat him with the same, yes, courtesy. But it's not an entitlement. It's something that I personally think that needs to be discussed and agreed upon.
I understand. That makes sense.
Although some people consider it, well, if we're in a relationship, it's a must-do thing. How do you feel about that?
I think it just depends, like you said, on the relationship, and if you have to ask him, hey, if you feel like there's something that he's hiding and you like have him see your phone, he'll let you see your phone. Like, I don't think you have to have the passcode and his information to his bank. Just, I trust you, so you have your own set. Like, I think we have to have a little bit of privacy in a relationship, like, because then it's like it doesn't feel. It's like you have to be your own person. You don't feel like your own person.
That doesn't stop me from being my own person.
Well, I mean, I think it's like, if okay, like I have a friend who's super, like she has her boyfriend's like computer passcode, his Instagram, his YouTube channel, his Facebook. I'm like, whoa, that's a bit much. Like, do you actually check all of them? So then there's something for you to like worry about then if you have to check them often.
Well, that's my point. That you have to go a little bit deeper. If you have all this information at your hand, first of all, the person who gave it to you, they're gonna hide it.
That too.
Yeah, and obviously you have it because you are insecure. It doesn't happen if you feel great about your relationship and you feel, first of all, if you feel great about yourself,
True.
Not even going to the relationship. It always starts with you.
Yeah.
And if you do, you don't have the need to want to have that information.
That's true.
Because you're not tripping about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are, obviously you're going to want to have all this information and on top of it, incessantly check and actually look in hopes to find something.
And that's not good.
Because what are you trying to prove? That you're right? At this point, I'm like, I'd rather be happy than right.
Absolutely. There's a lot of women now that are like,
I
girl,
know.
get his
And men.
passcode. Really?
And
I've
men.
never heard from men, out of my men friends.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Really?
If you are controlling,
Oh, well, yeah, in that case.
very much so. He will have your fingerprints and then some.
Scary.
It just depends. I mean, that's toxic relationship altogether.
toxic.
If you have to go there and worry about passcodes and everything. I mean, the only reason I see it's helpful to have each other's passcode information,
So you know
in case
like,
if something happened to
happens,
you,
right.
you can, and my husband knows, like, look, this is where it all is. In case if anything happens to me, you have access to, because you share certain things that require both of us to get, like bank account, for example.
Absolutely.
So I think it's an unhealthy thing if you are itching to get someone's password.
It is very unhealthy. So, ladies and gents, don't do that. Because that, first of all, that would make your partner feel like, I don't think this is going to work out anyway. Like, oh, maybe I made the wrong choice because you can't trust me.
Well, trust is something that's built or
that
violated.
That comes with a relationship, though. Like, when you get in a relationship, I have to fully trust this guy.
You do, but it's not.
If
what
I
I'm
feel
saying
like red flags, then I shouldn't be in a relationship.
Well, yes, that's my point. Is if you're entering into the relationship and you establish right off the bat that you need his passcode, that tells me you're
not
the one
healthy.
insecure.
Yeah.
If he's telling you the same thing,
Run.
the same thing. But if you're in a relationship and in the course of relationship you establish that, hey, I have nothing to hide from you, which I think is the healthier way to live life. Here is all of my information at your disposal should you want to look. That is a healthy approach.
Question. And because we're on this social media and this privacy thing, if your partner likes another person's page, a woman, picture or whatever, do you feel like that's weird that he likes somebody else's photo?
I personally don't.
There's a lot of women that like, you better not.
Like, first of all, it's the same as looking at a woman passing by on the street. If he's a healthy male, he's gonna look. I'm a healthy female. I look. What does that make a difference? Looking and contemplating are not one and the same. We are all human beings with biological impulses in us. Why not acknowledge things for what they are? And leave it be at what they are and not make anything bigger than what they are.
You're right. No,
we have a Russian saying, making an elephant out of a fly.
What?
Making things bigger than they appear.
That is hilarious, though. But I mean, just the fact that...
Clearly not for the American palate.
No, it's just like, what? I mean, I get it, but...
That's, yeah.
Making an elephant out of a fly.
Yeah. Не делай из мухи слона. Don't make a elephant out of a fly.
Russian sayings, man.
It applies here very well.
I love it. I learn so much every day.
It
never gets old, that the sayings that you have. Every time, there should be an episode of just that, because sometimes I'm like, what? I love it, though. It's great.
I'm just trying to stay relatable.
No, I love it. I love it.
Relevant. And relatable, for that matter.
But, yes.
There was a point I wanted to make.
It was something really good, too.
When you were saying, if
see, guys, see, this
she's
is
so easily spooked.
Okay.
Podcasters. She just got really scared because she heard the door close.
Well, because we're filming. So.
Yeah, we're filming! Keep it quiet on set.
Who's that?
Keep it quiet on set. People, I do have a family.
Yeah, but they know that we're filming.
They should know better. They really should.
They should know better.
All
right.
Anyway.
Oh, it's him. The cute
As
one.
I was saying.
It's fine.
As I was saying. You said something about...
looking...
privacy. I got the thought back. As far as like, shouldn't you have some sort of privacy? Absolutely. You should. But my point to this would be is, if somebody looked into your phone and discovered something that you wish they didn't, you should be okay enough with it saying, look, I didn't ask you to go into my phone.
Oh.
This is my private thing, which I am okay with. In other words, whatever's on your phone, as long as you're okay with it, and if somebody discovers it, that you don't feel guilty about that discovery. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because yes, we do have our own private thoughts, whatever, and it's none of even my partner's business if I have something that is of my own. But if he has questions, obviously I'll answer them.
Right.
He may not like it,
Right.
but I'll answer it. Now, if he is not liking that, that's on him or her, whatever. I'm not going to make it my problem. Someone else's insecurities, I'm not going to make them my problem.
I like that. That's good. That's a great... I like it.
I will extend the courtesy of explanation and try my best to make them feel, look, it has nothing to do with us or you, whatever.
Because, honey boo boo, this is mine. Okay?
Honey boo boo. But if they're not convinced, I'm not going to get out of my own skin to convince them, because at this, there's got to be a line.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And I think if you as a person have that line and you're very established in that line, there shouldn't be an issue. And that person will very quickly understand that. And if not, well, then that's their own shortcoming they got to work on.
Very true. No, I like that.
But I wanted to make that point very clear because, it's interesting we were talking about it because one of my friends, she's a mom, she said she was taking some erotic photos of herself because she's an artist, and her son discovered them.
How old is he?
He is my boy's age. And she said that he took it really personally, and it was just a very uncomfortable situation. I mean, granted, that's a, son and a mother relationship, so it can, you have to be mindful of what's on your phone, because you
never know who can pick it up, or
exactly, you just don't know who may be privy to that, and you just have to be aware of that.
Gotta be aware of that. That's why I have phone lock and then a passcode on top of that.
And my phone, I don't even have a code on it.
I have a code
it's
because
open to all.
Well, actually, to be honest, she's not supposedly entitled to have that password. It's my privacy, right?
Right.
But if you have a what do you call this, a
Understanding?
yeah, something like that, it's okay though. It's just a matter of communication. For me, this is the key. If you communicate, okay, you can see mine. You can like read.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Exactly, something like that, right?
Love it,
But the key there is communication.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
If you are close enough and they're your partner, then I don't see why not. There's nothing to hide.
We agree. Why would you think somebody would hide it?
I don't know. There's someone wants to keep a piece to themselves, of themselves to themselves. I don't know.
When we decide to have a partner, so it means we have to share everything, I think. That way we're not gonna create, in the future. Because I think if we started to, like to have all these, there's parts that I don't want you to know, then that's kinda starting to get complicated, because it's like, are you hiding something? Then that's gonna create, the other person to think like, what is she hiding? When probably it could be nothing. But I just think those password thing, when it comes to partners, it should be open. Like my phone, my kids get in it.
Right, you have kids.
So
yeah.
knowing that, I have to kind of keep that in mind.
Right, you're like,
Or
I can't save this
understand
photo.
that, if they come across something, well, that's on me, because,
Hey, it's my phone. I didn't tell you to look at my phone.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you got to own that thing. Like, hey, not like, oh my God.
yeah, just own it. I mean,
Yeah.
just one of those, gamuts of who you are. This is my well-rounded definition.
Yes.
We're making a circle with our hands, podcasters.
Let's make a circle, guys.
Well, it's not really a circle. It has a little bit of angles, because you have to understand there's so many sides to you. By the way, I'm going to credit my husband for that analogy, because
There you go, because he's the one that came up with that. Thank you, Oz.
Yes, thank you, honey. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on
No,
that.
I agree with that 100%. There's nothing I'm not arguing. There's no debate on this one.
I didn't say you were.
I mean, I'm telling the audience. There's no debate. Usually there's a debate. Hey, there's a debate with us.
Debate or debate.
The great
All
leaders.
good.
But yeah, I agree. I got nothing else to say. I mean, you said it all. You took the words literally out of my mouth.
Well,
So good on you. This is the first time this has happened, because usually there's this.
anyway, that's our 2 cents on that subject. So if we missed something, or you'd like to add something, let us know.
Yes.
We'd love to discuss it with you. But until then, remember, the better it gets, the better it gets.
Hey!
That's just how we roll.
That's how we roll.